Hey y'all, it's Sarah and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a fall TBR. I feel like with the makeup and the shirt, it's giving like fall Barbie. Fall Barbie is here. So we've got the red lip, the smoky eye, the pink tank. So today is a fall TBR. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the books that I'm hoping to read this fall. A lot of them are physical copies that I have in front of me here, and some of them are ones on my Kindle or on audio. We are making a big road trip this fall as we are moving back across the country. So there's going to be a ton of books on this list. A lot of them are audio that I'm going to listen to while we drive and while we pack and unpack and all that sort of stuff. So if you are interested in these types of videos, please subscribe down below, like the video, leave me a comment. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and go through the books that I have right here in front of me in physical copies. A lot of my books are packed away for the move, but some of them, of course, I'll get out after we are done moving. But first things first, get settled here. First things first is Wildfire. This is in the same interconnected college universe as Icebreaker. Icebreaker I read last year or this year and loved. So this one is in the same Maple Hills school, but it's following Russ and Aurora, and they end up working together as counselors at a summer camp. So again, this is called Wildfire, and I'm really looking forward to this. It is a contemporary romance, and the publisher, Atria, did send me this arc, so thank you to them. Next up is The Wicked Deep. This is by Shay Earnshaw. I will read anything and everything by Shay Earnshaw. I love her writing so much. This one is a spooky, atmospheric read. It is a YA fantasy, and it says, 2 centuries ago, 3 sisters were sentenced to death for witchery. Stones were tied to their ankles. They were drowned in the deep waters surrounding their town. Now, for a brief time each summer, the sisters return, stealing the bodies of 3 troubled girls so that they may seek their revenge. So I've read this one before. It's going to be a reread for book club, and I'm super excited to see what everyone else thinks. It's a fantasy standalone. It has a holographic cover. It's super cool. Next up is going to be Brothers Hawthorne. I'm reading this right now. I'm also doing a reading vlog with this book. This is a book in the same universe as The Inheritance Games. I'm already 90 pages in and really loving it. Next, I have Divergent. These are my favorite. 4 is like forever my book boyfriend. I love him so much. I reread these every year. I will probably listen to it on audio because audio is easy for me. If I like already know the story, I can just breeze through it really fast. So I'll probably listen to Divergent on audio. Next up is another audio I'll probably do. This book is like beaten to shreds. It is The Hand on the Wall, which is the 3rd book in the Truly Devious series. I reread these every fall as well. So I will probably do the audio on this, as last month I did the audio on the first 2. Next up is Assistant to the Villain, which is a nice big paperback with red edges, which is really cool. Assistant to the Villain, it says, assistant wanted. Notorious high-ranking villain seeks loyal, level-headed assistant for unspecified duties, supporting staff for random mayhem and terror and other dark things in general. Discretion a must. Excellent benefits. So I think this is a fairy tale retelling a little bit, or at least has fairy tale aspects to it. I just can't stop thinking about Gru from Despicable Me. Like, that's what I think about when I think of Assistant to the Villain. But I think it's a little more like fairy tale-y than that. So I'm excited for this one. This is from Red Tower Books, who also published, oh my gosh, Fourth Wing. They published Fourth Wing. Wow, y'all. I'm losing it already this morning. Next up, I will also listen to, this is Hollowpox. This is the 3rd book. I have Cracked the Spine. I've read this twice already, which is the 3rd book in the Morgan Crow Nevermore series. I'll listen to this on audio. It's chunky, but it's actually really, really fast. It's spooky. I love these so much. If you need a middle grade fantasy in your life or your kids' or students' lives, like, this one is it. It's awesome. The 4th one got postponed yet another year, so I'm very sad about that. But Hopefully it'll come out. Next is All In. So I'm going to read this along with the fourth one, which is Bad Blood. All In is part of Jennifer Lynn Barnes' The Naturals series. The Naturals is basically a YA version of Criminal Minds. So a girl is a really good profiler, and she is found by the FBI to help solve cold cases. And yes, very, very good. I don't want to say anything more than that because it'll spoil it. But if you like the Inheritance games, if you like Truly Devious, this one is another good series. They're pretty short and a quick read. Next up, I'm going to reread Illuminae. I don't know if this is a fall TBR solely because of the color, but I am going to reread this. It's a mixed media book. It's super, super cool. I recommend this to pretty much anyone because to me, when I recommend books to people, I try to think of like, what kind of movies do you like to watch? And a lot of times this aligns with what type of movies people like to watch. It's a YA sci-fi, and it is on a spaceship, so that's cool. And then the last physical copy I have right in front of me is Six of Crows. I'm super excited to reread this. I've actually only read this once. I've read Shadow and Bone series probably 3 times, and I've seen the show probably 3 times, but I'm excited to reread Six of Crows. It feels a little spooky, a little fall to me. So yeah, this is the last physical copy that I have right now, like not packed away. So let me go ahead and grab my list of all the other things that I want to read. Okay, so other books that I want to read or listen to this fall is going to be the Twilight series. I've read the first one, well, reread. These are all rereads, but I read the first one and I'm almost done with the second one on audio. I'll probably get Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. I said Breaking Bad. Breaking Dawn, I'll get those on audio and listen to them. Sorry, I'm pulling off my list right up here. Throne of Glass. I am doing a Sarah J. Maas reread, as are a lot of people. And I have never reread Throne of Glass. Actually, I read all the Throne of Glass books except the last one. And I've already spoiled it for myself, so don't worry about that. Except the last one, like 3 years ago. And I just never read Kingdom of Ash. But now I'm feeling inspired to do a reread. So I've read the first 3 and now I need to go back and read the rest. So Queen of Shadows on through Kingdom of Ash. What else is on my list? acotar. Then I'll read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then I will read Crescent City again before the 3rd Crescent City book comes out. Also on my list is, what is it? Bookshops and Bone Dust. I always forget what it's called, which is the prequel to Legends and Lattes, which I love to death. I am like such a plot person. Like if the book is not super fast paced and plot heavy, I probably won't like it. Bookshops and Bone Dust is like the opposite of that, and I still freaking loved it. So that one's on my list. Iron Flame, which is the sequel to Fourth Wing. I'm a Fourth Wing girly. I know it's not like everyone has an opinion on it, you know, and some people love to love it and some people love to hate it. I'm going to be someone that loves to love it. So Iron Flame. I think that Fourth Wing is really cool. I can't wait to see more of the dragons in Iron Flame. So I'm super excited for that. And then the last book on my list is Night Render. And Night Render is written by my friend Jody Meadows. She wrote My Plain Jane and the Lady Janie's books. She also wrote my favorite YA fantasy series, which is Incarnate, and that was the book that got me back into reading after like 10 years off. I had no idea what even like existed in the world, and I saw that on like a local author's display, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. It's the prettiest cover I've ever seen. She's a local author. Like, what? So I got to meet her. She generously donated books to the school library, the school that I worked at. But yeah, she has like a dark YA fantasy series that she's writing right now. Night Render is the first one. I'm going to reread it. And then I got an arc of Dawnbreaker, which is the second one. So I'm super excited to read that. And yeah, I think with that, that's all of my fall TBR. I probably have a couple things on my Kindle here and there that'll be like mood reads, or if I'm traveling or whatnot, if I need to fit a book or 2 in. But this is everything I could think of off the top of my head, including the books that I left out for my like traveling journey, my moving journey. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like and subscribe down below. Give me a comment. Let me know what's on your fall TBR. If you want to buddy read any of these with me, please let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.